All right, we're here. I mean, should I have started it? All right, guys, we're here. We're back. Pit
You
Chatter
can now
Podcast.
say we're live.
Hey, I can't say we're.
You
I'll probably
can you can
forget
say
this
that
time.
now.
Yeah. Pit Chatter Podcast, episode 54. I don't know why I don't, write that down or something. Is this 54 or 55? I don't know.
50 something.
It's in the 50s because we started going live at 50 and, well, we ain't stopped since.
Yep.
So, I mean, one of your bad ideas turned into a train wreck on that night. And we said, you know what? Let's just keep the train wreck dumpster fire going.
The train was still rolling.
Yeah.
It might have been missing a few cars and off the tracks, but it was still going forward.
Yeah, for sure. Well, tonight's episode is brought to you by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. I'm glad we got the logo on the screen here so I can read that as I go instead of trying to remember what the name of that, because there's a lot of letters and words in that.
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
it's better than the Teddy's Water Hauling Winter Thaw.
That was a good one. Yeah, for sure. That was
mess that one up every week for like a month.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about that. It's easy to do for sure. Easy to do. Anyways, episode 54 here, man. A big weekend on the track. Down at Wake County for the Cars Tour, man. I know you caught the highlights of that one, and I showed you some videos there, or had you go look for some videos there before we got started. Man, that was an interesting race down there.
Yeah, it looked exciting. I wish I could have seen it live. I was down at the track. I didn't have good signal, but there was a lot going on.
Work out of you.
Yeah, I was there. I wouldn't,
Yeah.
I'll put some caution like that. But yeah, I've never really paid that much attention to Wake County, so I didn't realize how small and how narrow it was.
Oh yeah.
And putting that many cars on that small of a track, you're bound to get some stuff to happen. It looked like a really cool race to watch.
Yeah, that's the smallest track that the car store goes to, and man, they put on a great show. Man, Minnie Tyrell, he dominated that thing though.
Yeah, had to win it about 4 times there at the end.
Yeah. He had to survive some late race restarts for sure. Laney Bice and Carson Haslett got together. Man, that was a pretty hard shot that Carson took into the wall right there.
Yeah, it looked like he just sent her a little too hard down in there, and
yeah,
he junked her in the wall.
Yeah, I think he was felt like it was her fault. I'm not sure he felt like that after seeing a replay. I seen his response on Facebook, and that's a small time racer, racing in a big touring series, and I can understand his frustration with tearing up his car because they probably spent a lot of money right there.
Well, at least they got some TV time.
Yeah, not exactly the way you want.
Hey, any publicity is good publicity. Now, it might have been bad for the car. That cost them a lot of money, but still, hey, a few more people know his name now.
That's for sure. What'd you make of when Minnie Tyrell and Doug Barnes got together a little bit on that restart? He shoved Doug Barnes up, and then Doug eventually got spun. Doug was a little miffed about it after the race, but I mean, just looked like Minnie might have got in there. To me, looked like he just got in there a little too hard.
I mean, it's yeah, like I said, that small of a track going toward it. I mean, you're gonna get shoved, whether it's intentional or not. Something's gonna happen. I mean, This ain't a big open track where it's gonna be nice and clean all the way through. That wasn't gonna happen. So I mean, sure, he might have ran it in a little too hard. I don't know. I didn't see much wrong with it, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's just short track racing right there.
That's right. I mean, and if you get the win out of it, I mean, it really doesn't matter.
It's worth it then.
That's right. Did you catch the tangle between Landon Huffman and Ryan Millington?
I did. I saw the video on YouTube. Them arguing back and forth, and then I don't know. It kind of seemed like a racing deal, but Landon kind of sent her down in there a little hard, but dude also cut down on him a little bit. I don't know. It didn't seem like either one of them did anything egregious. It was just kind of hard racing, bad luck.
It wasn't much of an argument. I mean, they stood there and talked to each other, fairly civilly for the most part.
Yeah, that ain't no fun. I want to see some hands.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure the camera guy did too. They got the camera right up in there. It was like,
oh yeah,
something
well, of
gonna
course.
happen.
That was what they were hoping for sure.
Maybe next time.
They put on a good show down there, though, man. Going back, I didn't get to watch the race either. I was at Ararat, so I didn't get to watch that race. But they put on a pretty good little show, and man, anytime anything happens at Wake County seems to be a great race.
Yeah, I might have to pop in down there sometime this year. Go watch a race, maybe. That looks like a cool place to watch a race.
You probably won't find nobody to ride with you, so you probably won't go.
I could maybe convince Jordan to take me down there.
Maybe.
Probably not. Let's be real.
Yeah. Terry Radford jumping in the comments here. He said you got a nice crown there. Alex
I knew
Brown,
Terry would like it.
He wants to comment about your Burger King crown too. So
I'm gonna have a whole rotation of hats in the repertoire this year.
Yeah.
I don't know how many costumes are gonna be busted out because look, it gets hot in them things, especially old George Washington. That thing is thick.
Yeah.
But we're adding the Burger King hat to the rotation.
Yeah. That's an interesting one for sure.
I might have to bring one. You said it earlier. I might have to bring one in case Kyle Dudley wins the race.
I was about to say I thought that was Kyle's hat from back in the Buck Wild days.
No, we can crown him King Kyle, just like Bobby G would want.
Oh my God, you get him fired up there for sure.
King Kyle.
Jesus. We talked a little bit last week about the new River All-American Speedway, canceling, and then I think after our show they canceled again the race they had for that weekend. Now they've put out another schedule. They don't open back up now till April 26th, and they were trying to run like 50 weeks or something is their original schedule, and what a mess. I mean, I hope the best for them, but man, they are off to a really bad start here.
I'll say it again. I said it last week. Stop posting the races and then cancel them. Just be honest. Be like, hey, this ain't working out the way we thought it would. We'll let you guys know.
Well, maybe they took your advice. Maybe that's why they, backed up. They got a month here, 25 days from today before they, try to go racing again. Maybe they took your advice.
I hope so, because it looks way worse when you just. I mean, you had to know 2 weeks in advance that you were going to cancel that race too. I mean,
or did they? I don't know. You never know, man. You never know. But
if they didn't, maybe they were being unrealistically hopeful.
Racing's in a funky spot. The Southern National Motorsports Park Saturday, their late model stocks. They, I bragged on them the last. I bragged on them the last show about how many cars they had for their speed weeks, and boy, it went downhill fast.
You jinxed them. You shouldn't have said nothing.
I did. They definitely did not have a great car count.
Who won the race? What was the guy? What was his name?
Nobody. Okay, nobody. They ended up canceling that. Speaking of Southern National, I got Mike Diaz over here in my on my phone. I will definitely not show you that. So, Lord have mercy. But man, it just such a turnaround from such a great car count at the Speed Weeks event to basically, I think there was one car who showed up to race this past week, which really sucks for them. I hate that again. I hate that for them. What do you do?
Yeah,
this idiot that runs the track though, he sent me 37,000 texts, and he's calling me right now. I mean, he's an absolute fool. So
he wants an appearance. He wants a cameo.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send him a link. He can jump on here and tell us all about his cars. Okay.
Hey, look, everybody has an off week. Okay, I'll say it again. I love Southern National. Never been there. On iRacing, the place is dope.
Yeah. Yeah, he said that a lot of people love the track on iRacing, and well, we'll just leave it at that.
Hater.
Not a lot of other racing going on this past weekend. Some practice locally. Franklin County had a practice this week. Diaz said that he likes you. He said, "I like that guy. You're always talking positive about Southern National," which, I mean, there's not many people that do that. So he's a big.
Well, I'm not a Southern National hater like you are. Okay.
I mean, Travis Foster here. He likes you too. He says you're the king of the Cabbage Patch Kids. So.
Hey, I'll take being king or whatever.
Oh Lord. Got Timmy Meadows will be coming up here in the next few minutes if he can figure out how to get on here. Noah thought that he had to be called before the show and told how to use the internet, I guess.
Look, he's kind of a boomer a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. Practice this past weekend was good turnout. This past. Gosh.
Now he's sending me messages.
Lord have mercy.
He said you're an ass.
He's derailing the show. Quit paying attention to that idiot. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. I don't even know where to go with these comments. They're headed toward out of hand over here. So, I mean, now that one's real right there.
I was trying to convince Timmy to let me paint Hinchee wall on the wall right there. He wasn't going for it though. I might just sneak down there during the week and just do it.
You won't do it. You won't do it.
All right, now I'm gonna do it. It ain't gonna be very big because I don't have the patience to paint, but it'll be on there. Yeah. Maybe I'll just autograph it.
Anyways, car count this past weekend. Practice. I mean, I've seen Natural Bridge. They had like 50 plus cars. I don't know what you guys had.
I got called out to work.
Practicing around here.
I got called out to work, so I didn't get there till later. But when I talked to Josh, he said that there was quite a few cars there. A lot of mini stocks, a couple late model guys down there. Yeah, it sounded like there was a lot of people. There were still a few by the time I didn't make it down till about 5 o'clock though, so everybody was pretty much filing out.
Yeah, I got you. What you feeling good? Got some good expectations headed into the weekend here?
I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I know that's a dangerous thing, and it just ends up you getting disappointed. But based on the amount of people that are getting super excited about this on social media, I'm really hoping that this is going to be a banger. Yeah.
I got you. Well, let's bring Timmy in. He's on here. I mean, I can't really see him at the moment. It's gone dark on his camera over there, but hopefully we'll be able to see him a little bit. We'll bring him in here. He's at the track working, man.
He's a shadow.
Oh my God. Well, nope, he left us. He's gone.
Told you.
Now you told me this wasn't going to go good, so
we should have sent somebody down to the track to assist him.
Oh my God, Lord of mercy! All right, he's got a little light now here. Let's see if we can bring him on now.
Oh, he hopped in the whip.
All right. Well, he went dark again.
Damn it, Timmy.
All right, Timmy, can you hear us there? I cannot hear him.
Live shows. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna give him a minute to figure his phone and camera out, and
it derails quickly.
Can y'all give me 10 minutes?
Come back to him. Oh my God!
All right, and that's it for Timmy Meadows. Thanks for the insight.
we've wrapped him up. Oh Lord!
The only information we got out of him is that he is at the track right now.
Oh my God! Kevin Litton says he needs you to be in the costume from the banquet.
Dude, it's going to be 82 degrees on Saturday. You can forget that. Perfect for who? Me to have a heat stroke?
I don't know. Oh Lord! Steve Howe says that I'm making waves at Ararat, work Hershey and Stewart's draft, and heard some of our dirt late model guys talking about it. Hope you have a great season. Appreciate that. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we get some people out. You know, I'm focused mostly on Jesus. You know, the comments are going to be undefeated. Okay, no matter what. Oh man. Oh Lord.
Oh, the
even the track account's cracking on him. Okay.
Damn, that's sad.
Oh, the Gibbons Motorsports crew. I guess they're sitting watching.
Oh, he's trying to find signal out there.
trying to find Wi-Fi.
Who's he gonna find Wi-Fi from?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Here we go. Let's see if we got him now.
Are you done driving circle?
Can you hear us now?
Oh my Lord!
Nope, no sound.
Blink twice if you can hear us. He can hear us. Are you know sign language?
It should have a setting on there where you can turn your microphone on the restream thing there.
2 buttons. One's a camera, one's a mic.
Yep.
Yahoo!
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There we go.
You know, Noah was right. We should have sent a crew down there to help you.
Yeah. Am I breaking up?
Nope, you are fine. We got you.
All right, how y'all doing?
Where are you at on the track that you found good signal?
Yes, good.
I'm up here in the Whitey Campground of America.
Oh man, Lord of mercy. Well, I knew that you'd be hard at it today. You know, it's you're closing in, man. What you got? 3 days? 3 more days to work?
Yeah, 3 more days. I mean, we're not going to get it all done, but we'll get a bunch of it done.
Yeah, I understand. What's on the agenda to try to get done as fast as you can here?
Number one priority is going to be the banners for all the sponsors that we've got. We got the bathrooms and the pits and the water in the pits. We had that little rainstorm yesterday, and the new drain we put in or cleaned the drain out. It's flowing again, doing pretty good. So I feel like it's supposed to be some rain Friday and rain Sunday, but nothing on Saturday. So hopefully we ain't got to worry about the drain.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. Hopefully you got great weekend ahead. What you've had a couple of practices here. What's the vibe, man?
The vibe's pretty good. You practice, everybody. I mean, I've had a few little independent meetings with some of the drivers that show up, asking them how they feel about things and stuff. They seem excited. A lot of them don't like the payout, but the payout part is either we open the racetrack and lose a little money and have a little fun, or we just don't open it up. So I think the majority want to open the track up. So
yeah,
the payout ain't as big as option as they. But you know, some people are.
Well, what's the discussion of the payout? I mean, what is the payout, or what's their caveat there?
That's sort of like I'll go to mini stock. I ain't gonna name no names, but I wasn't gonna do a payout. I was gonna stop at the top 5, but and not charge. Let them in the pits free. Let the driver in the pits free, and a lot of people's like it. But there's 4 people that said I'd rather hand you $30 at night, and at the end of the night you turn around and hand it back to me. Well, that's just more work for both of us, but that's what makes people happy.
Lord.
So
yeah, I understand.
We will be paying out the field, but
Yeah,
on mini stock, super street, and late models.
yeah.
I don't know if it's been put on the website, and I'm not good with remembering numbers, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But
I got you.
Somebody told me they can make more money at Sheeler. I said, "Well, go on and make more money at Sheeler," because I didn't think they was even open.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a hard time with that one.
Yeah,
just my thinking. I mean, I don't know.
I think they were just picking on me though. But
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
If they're not posted, they'll be posted here. Hopefully by tomorrow, if they're not already posted today. But
Gotcha.
It's not as good as South Boston, but South Boston, it's cheaper to race here than it is South Boston. You ain't got to drive as far for the local people.
That's
so,
right. And honestly, that should
we
be
got to
the
make
focus.
the track survive.
That should be the focus. Is trying to keep it cheap, and I know you are trying to keep it cheap, trying to keep it affordable, not just for the racer, but for yourself. I mean, you've got to do both.
Yeah. A lot of these people see the sponsorships and all that. So, hey, you're making all this money. The sponsors ain't even paid for the insurance yet. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, that's right. They probably ain't even paid Noah's salary for the year yet.
My salary is a 12-pack and 4 hot dogs per race night.
12-pack of Pepsis and 4 hot dogs per race.
Chili dogs. I don't want no plain hot dog.
I got you. Yeah.
It looks like his aunt's the one with chili dogs. So they're probably broccoli dogs or something. No.
Wow.
Never mind.
We go from dusty dogs to broccoli dogs.
I just want to eat.
Lord of mercy. How you feeling about car counts? I know that's always a challenge, especially there. How you feeling going into this weekend?
I feel like the vibe's good, but until race day, you're not going to know. Yeah. Like everybody says, if 10 people say they're coming, you're lucky to get 2 of them. Yeah.
Usually it's about between 40 and 50%. You can just about bank on will actually show up. So, hopefully you got enough of them that will.
I know. I got a couple of people, and Wes is one of them. Worried that the stock 4 is going to go down since we got the U car. The U car. I mean, that's coming around better. I don't. They never come to the races last year, so I'm still skeptical how many races they'll come to. Not U car, but the Outlaws.
Yeah. I mean, it's a challenge to try to have 2 divisions of a very similar car. You kind of got the same thing going with the super streets and the late models, but you just never know which one of those will be the best.
Exactly. And I've heard people ask you to bring the super street back for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Some of these guys in Pulaski and stuff like that really liked it at the Sheeler, and now they don't have nowhere to go. So I feel like that field's going to be pretty good. I've talked to quite a few of those, and they say they won't be there every race, but they'll do 6 or 7 races, and that's kind of across the board what everybody's saying now. The 7 or 8 people I've talked to.
Yeah. If you could only get all of them there on the same 6 or 7 races.
Exactly.
What about the other ones then?
You broke up, Noah.
I said, what about the other ones if the same 6 or 7 show up on the same night?
It'd be nice if they all show up on the same nights, but yeah. I guess, hopefully we don't have a low car count. So.
Yeah.
But, it's learning curve for me for sure. This is my first rodeo at this. I mean, I paid a little bit of attention to Langley, but not a whole lot. So I was more worried about what Josh was doing and Wes was doing, and and my daughter was doing. I was more watching them race than watch how the racetrack run. Besides the record, I'm good at the record. I got the record down pat.
Two observations for that. He wasn't paying attention to what Noah was doing. Number one, and number two is this as much fun as you thought it was going to be?
Well, it's going to sound weird, but the stress of something like this, just like the haunted house, it's the same thing. When it's go time, it's the last week or two, just like Noah said on the last thing, you're like, they're never going to get this done. And, I strive under stress like that for some reason. I guess my grandparents and my dad and everybody else trying to get me going, teach me the right way. So if I got a task to do, I'm going to get it done the best I can do it.
Gotcha. What's been the most challenging part so far?
It's a lot of paint. I've not done a whole lot of the paint. Jordan's done most of it. And we got, we had a whole group from the haunted house, come out last weekend and, help with the paint. We had, Caleb Brown, Thomas Shaw, Kelly, Matt Bailey Overstreet, Blaine Overstreet, Sean Overstreet. They helped me move the ship container. Tomas, Emily, Austin. Yeah, Emily showed up, y'all. But Tanner and Carter. So I got this Dakota, Angelica, and that's all my home people. They come down there and paint it and help move the building. We moved the ship container back behind the food booth on the bottom. So I mean, I got a good crew helping, and getting tongue tied here. Noah's been down there helping. Believe it or not,
that's been very little help right there. Okay, let's be clear.
I'm the ideas guy. I give ideas.
Hey, the trip to Lowe's pays for his help. That's it right there.
I mean, somebody's got to do it, right?
I was helping fix them.
That's right.
The shitters.
Yeah, that probably the worst thing down here is me having to put my hand in toilet paper and crap that Wes Givens dumping his camper caused. So,
fun.
So that was rough, but we got it done.
Yeah, fun times for sure.
No campers in the infield if I'm around.
Yep, I don't blame you on that one at all. If anybody,
that's not the first rule Wes has created about them.
Yeah, that ain't the first crap show that he started, and it won't be the last. I promise. Oh Lord. What do you got left that you feel like you really need to get done?
Really, the only thing before Saturday, I finished the new fence on the front stretch. The VIP, not VIP, but the VIP building we want to get done, but it probably won't be done for a couple weeks. And that's the back tower. And then we have the Victory Lane. Victory Lane, get it finished and get the front fence done there, and we'll I think we'll have a good show. We got some strobe lights coming in. Hopefully I'll get them in before this week. It won't be all of the strobe lights for the caution, but it'll be at least 4 of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a much needed upgrade right there.
That'll help during the day. It gets kind of hard to see them caution lights when the sun's blinding you.
Yeah, that's why we're going over in the corners where that's the sun's the worst. I'm going to work on it first.
Got a question from the chat here. Seth Bowles wants to know, will the scoreboard be ready for the first race?
No way. That was 4 to 6 weeks. So probably if we're lucky to be here by the 3rd race, but it'll definitely be here by smart modified tour night.
Yeah, that'll be a good night to have all your ducks in a row right there.
I'd like to have it up before so we can test it and everything, but it's wireless. We told them what we had, and they act like it ain't gonna be a problem. So
yeah, it should work well with scoring, and those things. That way, you won't have to have somebody manually flipping the board like back in the day. So that'll be a really good change right there. And just having one now will be a really good change.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, been a challenge the last few years.
That could be Noah's new job.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll
Don't try to give him too much.
We'll give him some jorts and that cut off shirt he likes, and just like at the boxing match, he just flipped a little lever, walk around, lap one, lap two.
I'll just get one of them chalk signs and just hold it out there.
He ain't right. Sorry, I keep losing connection. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We can kind of tell. So, anyways, we'll let you get out of here. I know you're the internet's a little bit of a challenge there for you. We'll have you back on here at some point or another to talk about it. We appreciate you having you on, and hopefully you have a great Saturday this weekend.
I hope so too, and wish you the best of luck down there getting that track ready.
Appreciate it. I need it.
I know I cannot make it down there your opening night, but I will make sure we'll tell everybody on the intercom here y'all's opening night, and hopefully some people will travel down there and see you from here too. Support. We need all the support in the little local tracks we can get.
Yeah, no matter what, we all need to work together. Asphalt, dirt don't make any difference. So
yeah, they're all turning left, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, sometimes you got to turn right to turn left. I learned that on a cartoon.
Dirt, you do that a lot, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, appreciate it and good luck.
Sometimes Noah turns right and throws his battery out of his car. So
yeah, he didn't turn right to turn left though. He just turned right.
Just watched Cars before that. He said turn right.
Oh,
I turned her right.
Paul Newman screwed you up.
I turned her right into the damn wall.
I got to go up there and see that car the other day, and it's kind of brought a tear to my eye sitting up there in the junkyard.
That's the graveyard.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on.
My body.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, keep going straight there, and
right there, man.
That spotty connection up there.
Yeah. We should have told him to go ahead and get him a good internet connection there. Need Starlink or something. It's so hard to get good internet there, though.
I think he was getting Starlink for up there.
Yeah,
that's probably your best option at that place.
As far as I know, it's the only thing that works there at all. So
yeah,
for sure. Well, I mean, you ready for opening night? I mean, I know you don't have to work near as hard as Timmy and the rest of the crew does, but you ready? You got your microphone tuned up. You got Terry in line, ready to go.
I don't know.
Or does Terry have you in line? That's the question.
I don't think either one of us are in line. So how are we supposed to get each other in line?
I mean, here's the perfect comment to go with that. Okay. So
yeah, if I was in charge, I definitely wouldn't put me on a mic either. But hey,
yeah, I don't know.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of guy would do something like that. Kenny Lang says the Starlink is waiting to be installed. So
they gotta wait for a satellite to go over.
Yeah. Well, probably it just takes a few minutes to get it installed. It won't be too bad. I'm sure they'll have it ready to go by this weekend for sure. So, man, I speaking of getting ready, and I had me a weekend. Kent Chrisley, Jamie Chrisley, they came down. Well, let me back up, okay? And I ain't seen neither one of them in here. I might have missed them. I'm not sure. I don't know how we've missed Kent. If there's no way he's not in here. I mean, I don't know what the hell.
Somebody might need to go check on him. If he ain't in here, something bad happened.
Yeah, for sure. But they came down this past weekend to Ararat, and they sprayed the walls for me. Got the walls nice and white. They were a variation of browns and reds, I guess, red clay that is. But they got almost all the walls. We had to do some grading in one of the turns, so we left that. We got to finish that up. But they came down and then had Andrew Langford from Andrew's Mowing and Landscaping, and Trey Cooper, which I ain't seen him in here either. But had him and the Alexes. I don't even know their last names. Had them down, and they helped us get the track in order. So, and also the owner of the track, Gary Nestor, he jumped on the grader and showed them how that thing works, and got we dug down. I'm gonna say a foot, maybe down through in the turns, and it needs about another foot and a half before. But we got what we got for this year, so we're going to try to make it work, and we got us a little low spot in turn one. We got to try to fix heading into getting some practice done. And speaking of, Shane Tuttle just asked if we had practice on the 19th. That is the plan, and there may be practice on the 12th. I'm not promising you nothing, but if we can get our ducks in a row this weekend, weather cooperates, we'll do exactly that, and try to get a practice in on the 12th and the 19th. And I'm shooting to have one the night before our opener on the 25th. So practice on the 25th, race on the 26th. So I just got to get you down there with a shovel and a rake, and let you do some work, Noah.
Oh yeah, don't hold your breath.
I mean, I seen you used the scraper at Franklin County for 10 foot or something.
Hey, I scraped a lot.
Yeah, 10 foot is a lot.
Look, when you scraping the paint off of that wall, if anybody's done it, they know. You're scraping about 50 years worth of history off that thing. You uncover about 6 different paint jobs.
Listen, and it used to be lime. So instead of paint, they used lime. Why do you come up with this? And it was kind of brilliant, if you want to be honest, okay? It'd take lime, like you use in a field, whatever, and mix it with water, and you get it to the right consistency, and then you put it on there with a paintbrush or a roller or whatever. Obviously, you're not spraying that. But you put the lime on there, and when a car would hit it, I mean, just stuff would fly everywhere. I mean, it was right genius, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I gotta give him credit on that one. But you're probably still scraping off lime from 20 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. There's yellow from when the wall was red and yellow, and there's all kinds of stuff up underneath here.
Yeah, Misty wants to know if it counts if he drives the scraper to me, I guess, or to her maybe. I'm not really 100% on that one. But
look, I don't know if I've said it on here, but I have a genius idea, and I brought it to your attention too. Nobody believes me. I'm gonna do it one day.
Oh my God, here we go.
We're gonna take a scrap car down there, and we're just gonna park that thing up against the wall, and we're gonna run about 3 laps, and it's gonna scrape it. Done.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes.
That's a great idea. I mean, it's not gonna work, but it's a great idea
I think
from an entertainment standpoint. Yeah, I don't think it is. Shane Tuttle said the last time he was there was people in the pine trees.
I think that was Vietnam, buddy. You're in the wrong place.
It's been a while since there's been any pine trees, especially in the pits there. So
the trees are talking.
Oh man, Diamond Dave wanting to know if I've got Kim a pack car yet. Lord, no. I'm trying to hold off. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can for getting her anything. I don't want her to put it in the wall. So, Josh Brown said that Ryan Weed already did that, and it did not work when he did that. Okay.
That is
You're
true. I
scraping
forgot
it.
about that. He did run it up against the wall for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, it would have been great if he'd have stopped. Christina Maggard says, you're a genius.
I know. It's the best idea I think I've ever had.
That's not saying a lot for your other ideas. Okay.
Yeah, I've got some good ideas.
Yeah, well.
I think Timmy's going to follow my idea. I had a great idea for the pit wall, the inside pit wall.
Here we go.
Some steps that you can fold down.
Hey, I think we have those at Ararat. So that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
And then you got a string, and then you can just yank them back up. That way everybody ain't got to jump down. The old people when they come to take a picture with their kid.
Yeah.
That was one of my great ideas, and I think Timmy's going to do that.
Yeah. I mean, what a bonus. Yeah, at least you got him to use one idea of yours. Since you're the idea guy, one idea is good, I guess.
You've used plenty of my shirt ideas, and I still coincidentally haven't seen a royalty off of that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with this nonsense.
I'm just saying.
I mean, which idea was yours? Let's just be clear here.
This ain't any car. Bing Bong, of course. Franklin County Famous.
Hey, Franklin County Famous. I mean, I'll definitely give you credit for that one. And Bing Bong. We've sold absolutely zero of any of those, I think. So I'll give you full credit for them.
What about This Ain't Any Car?
I still ain't sold one of them. Okay.
Ryan didn't even buy one.
He says he wants them, but coming up with the money and actually buying them is two different things here. Apparently,
yeah, my genius is being wasted.
Well, I mean, it probably is.
These are great ideas.
I mean, I just want to know how's your racing career going? Since you're now an iRacer, not a real racer.
I'm learning how to drive a dirt late model. Those things are a little tough.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to kind of figure it out. I average only totaling about one car every 30 laps or so.
I mean, if they were real cars, you'd have been broke after the first one.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have even got into one because I couldn't afford it. But, yeah, my bill's up to about $100,000 or so.
Misty said if her T-Rex legs can jump off the wall, so can you.
Jumping off the wall ain't a problem. That's the easy part.
Oh,
it's getting my fat ass back up over the wall.
I don't, or your zipper isn't that. I don't know what that means.
He's hitting the bottle.
The damn Pepsis have got his ass tonight.
He's hitting the bottle already. On a Tuesday, despicable.
Oh man, holy crap! Kent Chrisley is in here. Hopefully he heard us talking about him. That's why he showed up in the comments. But what is on the menu at Ararat and Franklin County? What do you know? Well, we've discovered by Timmy's interview that we have broccoli dogs. Is that?
Oh God, no. My aunt, and it's not my aunt that's been down at the racetrack. My other aunt. Yeah. She's always on these weird diets. She be making all kinds of crazy stuff. She will be working there, but she ain't in charge of the menu at all.
Okay.
So
what's on the menu? Do you know?
I have no idea. I know what's on your menu. You got to tell them your idea up here instead of the Dusty Dogs. What you got?
Oh God! What do I have? You remind me because I don't know.
You said that y'all was looking. Y'all found an old Blackstone or something down there and said you was going to cook Rusty Dogs.
We have Rusty Dogs because it was real rusty. Yeah. Yeah. Lord have mercy. No, I mean, for real though, menu wise, I mean, we're planning on, hamburgers, hot dogs, bologna burgers, maybe some pulled chicken sandwiches, coleslaw. I'm gonna try to, get a really good concession. And one of my goals is to have a really cheap concession. That's one of the goals for this year. So hopefully, yeah, Rusty Dog. Yeah, he did. Kent is the one who come up with that. 100%. He is the one.
Well, he gets a royalty off of every Rusty Dog sold.
I'm thinking that. Yeah, sure. I mean, because if I sell them for what I think I'm going to sell them for, he'll owe me money. Okay. on every one of them. So,
well, I don't
Not,
want to make any promises, but I know my mom's church. Okay,
Yeah.
well then maybe it's final. My mom's church was going to do some of the concessions, and I told her about how when the Smart Mods was here that one night, whoever it was had the barbecue mac and cheese, and they sold out in about an hour and a half flat. So, yeah, I've been trying to put that in her ear a little bit. Little Dirt. That sounds like a rapper.
Yeah, especially the way it's spelled.
Little Dirt.
Emily and my wife Kim, they've decided we're having snow cones apparently. So, and I've already started to try to figure out doing that. So, Chris Shepard wanting to know how the track's coming along. I mean, listen right now. If you were on it, it's got a couple jumps and a couple low spots that'll turn into jumps for you. But by the end of this weekend, we should be good. Andrew, Trey, and the Alexes will have that thing dialed in. So
it's circular at least.
Shane Tuttle says we need tacos for our Hispanic crowd. I totally agree. I like that.
Oh, I love a good taco.
Yeah. I mean, apparently y'all are having pintos and corn bears.
Bear meat. That's a.
I'm not going to share that she corrected herself and put bread in the next comment, but pintos and corn bears. I mean, I don't really know if that's sounding good or not.
I'll tell you what, I like the taco idea, but unfortunately, after I eat tacos, the toilet looks a little bit like you said your wall did. Mixes brown, some red in there. I mean,
got us another shirt here. Emmy Smith wants a shirt that says give them the beans.
I think the correct pronunciation is give her the beans. Them is a her. You got to give her the beans.
Okay.
I had a class. I was holding court one time at the house here there's a whole bunch of them. Keep her in the ketchup, give her the beans. There's a whole. Somebody had wrote that on that neon that Wes has now. Somebody wrote it on the gauge clusters that keep her in the ketchup.
Lord mercy. Josh Brown wants to know if there's going to be any cold beverages. I mean,
what kind of
Pepsi,
cold beverages are you looking for?
Pepsi's. He's looking for the same thing Lou Moore's looking for. Okay. Same thing.
Yeah,
Pepsi.
y'all. I'll tell you what. Y'all go ahead and go through the headache of getting an ABC license, and then come down there.
The comments are derailing. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
That's usually how it works out. Well, they got to talk about pinto beans and cornbread.
I mean, it's bad when your brother's the voice of reason on here. Okay. Just going on face palming and move on. All right.
That's his response to everything.
Yeah, well, at least he's consistent. Okay, at least he's consistent.
Consistency is key.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Is this one of your sayings too?
No, that was like a joke one that I don't remember who made that up. Peel the onion.
Oh my god.
And somehow we were talking about camber one time, and somebody said something about they called it grenadine, whatever that is. They said you got like 10% of grenadine in your car. We were like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's interesting.
You stay away from my cooler, I'll punch you right in the mouth. I don't share.
Chris Shepard's clearly not very observant. Said, wait, I just noticed Noah's wearing a Birkin.
Well, I did think about it. It kind of blends in with the back wall here. What if I lean over here? Then you can see it better.
I guess. Lou Moore wants some funnel cakes. Seriously. Okay.
Funnel cake's good. I love a good funnel cake.
Yeah. Listen, ain't no fat kid that's going to turn down a funnel cake. I'm just letting you know. Ain't one of them that time. John Campbell says he hopes the weather's good this weekend. He's ready for racing to return to Franklin County Speedway. I think everybody.
Well, racing is not returned to Franklin County Speedway. It's returned to, or it's appearing at Franklin County Raceway.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
On Speedway Lane. Let's just be clear. On Speedway Lane.
Whatever. I'm just going down there and change the sign. I ain't even going to tell VDOT.
I don't listen, I don't think they'll even notice. Okay.
It's probably not. They ain't been down there in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Stephanie,
we got a snow cone
Stephanie Beth said
revolution
she
now.
wants snow cones. You may have to take a trip to Ararat. I don't know if that's on Timmy's radar there. So I don't know what Timmy's amening, but we'll just go with that. So maybe
Preach it,
funnel
brother.
cakes, I'm not sure. Not sure. Not sure. What's your expectations, Noah? I mean, you've been dialed in on everything Franklin County Raceway. Here this winter, even though you haven't given us much information. I know you're dialed in on everything. So what's
My expectations are that Timmy's going to pay them more than they've ever been paid.
Oh God, here we go.
But they just got to race a few for free. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do. You still got to pay to get in. There's no payout.
Yeah. Daryl Chrisley clearly does not like his car. He says he'll bring his car down for you.
Hey. I have a decent reputation in the front wheel drive. Okay, I've only ever totaled one.
Yeah, well, hold on. You've only totaled one?
Yeah. I've only totaled one.
That doesn't sound correct.
That is correct.
It don't sound correct. Well,
Technically, I've only totaled 2 cars in my whole career, so that's pretty good numbers, I think.
It's pretty good numbers for only having raced twice. Whatever.
Champion. That's why I got the crown.
Stephanie says they'll make a killing. I would agree. And Misty said that the Speedway lane sign was hidden behind a fallen tree until this past week. Probably should have left it there.
Just left it.
Timmy said he was amening the good weather for racing. So he's not as excited about the funnel cakes as we were hoping. So.
Well, amen to the funnel cakes, too. Somebody get on that.
Jesus. Josh Brown said he can let his car roll out the trailer. I'm assuming he means trailer, but he says trail. And take out the sign again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that happened to him. You got to use something bigger than 1-inch straps.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, well, fun times. He's definitely no.
I wish I could have been there. You just driving down the highway. It's been a long night racing. You're tired, and you just see your car pass you on the highway.
Yeah, I went to a race Whitey had one time at Franklin County, and so I left when the race was over with, and it was over with somewhat early, and we were going to go to Texas when Texas Steakhouse was over in Roanoke, where it was by Staples or wherever it was. I don't even really remember.
My mom used to be the manager.
Okay.
She used to bring us all kinds of steaks home.
I bet. That's why they went out of business. But but I'm going down 220, and I get about where the Franklin County Speedway sign used to be on 220.
I don't know. The only one I know of is the one that's in Rocky Mount that says Callaway Speedway or whatever.
No, not a state sign. It was an actual 4x8 billboard or whatever that was right there. Used to be a.
Is it where he's got his Trump sign now?
Yes, right.
Yeah,
there.
I know where that's
where
at.
the Trump sign is right there. Yes. So I was coming by about right there around the corner up above there, and I see a race trailer and there's no car on it. So I stop and the car's down over the hill. I don't remember who that was, but the car was down over the damn hill. So I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Luckily, we ain't had that happen. Yeah.
John Campbell, obviously a little late to the party here. He was asking about the car count from this past weekend for practice. You can reiterate that.
Well, all I know is what I heard, because I didn't get there till late, but apparently it was a really good count for practice. So.
Okay. Kevin Litton wants to know. I think he's looking for you to pat him on the back here, but Noah, who do you think will be in victory lane in the Stock 4 besides the 8 and the 97?
Everybody except for there's some kid that showed up in some fire down there. He couldn't drive with 2 hands and 4 feet. I mean, maybe the worst driver I've ever seen. No, I don't know. Everybody's competitive. Everybody's gonna win.
Yeah, well,
Read that out loud. I want you to read that one like I ain't said it to you 18 times.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back to Kevin Litton's thing. Okay, I'm gonna be a homer here. I'm gonna be a little biased since I can be now. There, I'm look out for the 77. Okay, 77. Jaden Austin's gonna win some races. Okay, just look out.
I still ain't even seen what car he's running.
And listen, they will still be putting it together come Saturday during the first race. They'll have to open the gate to let him out like 3 laps after the race.
Probably.
That's Givens Motorsports for you. Ruben Altus says, need an iRacing League, late models, short tracks, fixed setup. Langley can promote it. Langley ain't promoting it. Langley doesn't do cartoon racing, okay? I might do asphalt. I might do dirt. I don't do cartoons. Okay?
You know how fun it would be, though? You're just being a hater.
You know how fun it would be not to do that?
I might do it myself.
Oh, man.
$5 to enter, winner takes all.
Travis Foster said he left the track one night and fake Elvis was down over the hill. Lord,
like on foot or in a car?
I'm going to assume it was in a car. I'm not 100% sure here.
Do you think he was still in character when they pulled up to him? He was like, man, I wrecked my car.
Holy smokes, man. Apparently, Jaden's a little further along. Timmy said he heard it run yesterday. And according to your brother, he's going to spank Wes. So.
Yeah, well, like I said last week, Jaden might be the only person that ain't scared to beat the hell out of Wes with his own equipment.
I was getting ready to say, with his own car. Just beat the crap out of him.
Knowing damn well that Jaden's going to have to fix both of them.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, as long as you're ready for it, I guess it's okay. I mean, they're supposed to look like twins. So, they're cars, that is.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
I don't think Jaden's cutting his hair and going bald, to look like Wes's twin.
No, it's his and hers. That's real sweet.
I mean, you might be onto something there. You might be onto something. Man, I hate that I won't make it to the Franklin County opener, but man, I'm excited for you guys. I hope it's a banger. I hope there's so many people there and so many cars there that you have to start 4 hours late. You know what I mean, to get everybody in. I really do. I know there's people have asked me, well, what do you really think? And that's what I really think. I want the place to be successful. 3,000%. I don't care if I'm there. I'd prefer I not be there and there be somebody else there. Timmy can listen to the racers, not me. That's great. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm trying not to get my hopes too high, but I think it's going to be an awesome weekend, and I'm looking super forward to it. I might fake sick at work on Friday just so I can go down there.
I mean, that's the normal day for your employer there.
Dude, I've only fake sick like maybe 12 times in the last 3 months, okay?
maybe 12.
That's perfectly rational numbers.
It's a good thing they don't listen to this.
Thank God.
I mean, that is my exact thoughts. Thank God for you that they do.
And
not
you know
listen.
what? You keep telling me to share this on my Facebook, but I'm friends with like 2 of them. That's a dangerous game. What if they actually listen?
It's probably not a good idea. Travis Foster coming back and explaining that it was Elvis's car, and now he gets to drive the lawnmower train for the kids. Oh, hold on, is Elvis driving the lawnmower train for the kids?
Timeout. I have no idea. I don't think Timmy has any idea. But has that guy ever asked anybody? I'm pretty sure he just shows up out of the blue and just hops on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably true. Lou Moore says you look sick already. He can see it coming. Timmy said that's what Lauren's for. That's what he hired Lauren Yoder for, was to listen to all that from the racers. So fair enough. I've hired Lauren in the past, and Lauren will tell them, hey, you should probably go talk to Timmy. That's what he's going. I think you should talk to Timmy about that.
Yeah, and then Timmy will go tell him to talk to Lauren.
Yeah. Yeah. Send them to Jay. He was in the flag stand. It's all his fault. That's what I'm going with. It's all
Yeah,
his
by
fault.
the time they finally get somebody to talk to, they don't forget what they were pissed off about.
No, I mean that can be a good thing for sure. Misty said she understands the stress level that I went through now. Most of that was just from dealing with Noah the last 3 years. She said she needs a stiff drink and a Nerf pill and just getting started. Yeah, you don't even know. It will get worse. Now it's great. It's fun, but it's a challenge at times for sure. All right, Noah, we've exhausted this hour of the Pit Chatter podcast presented by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. I think this is episode 54, and I think we're done. You got anything else to add before we go?
We didn't say the tagline for Yoder Meats.
Oh, well, can you tell us about Yoder's Custom Meats?
Look, you can't beat that meat. You can try, but nobody can beat Yoder's meat.
I mean, Lauren's been trying for years, so, what do you know? So,
He can't even beat his own meat. That's
I'm
how
gonna
good it is.
I'm gonna grab one last comment here. Joey Washburn asked, "What you plan on having first open practice at Ararat?" It's set for April 19th, but it could happen on April the 12th if we can get our ducks in a row this weekend and the weather plays out for us. So that's the goal as of now, but we'll see what happens. All right, that'll do it for this episode of the Pit Chatter podcast, presented by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're going to get out of here.
Can't beat